I'll transmit the latest data we've received from the Allied forces. According to this, the dam is protected by an intensive anti-aircraft defense network. To deal with this, the Allied squadron will draw anti-aircraft fire to itself in the skies. Meanwhile, GOM Team will join the Allied squad's Avalon Dam strike team and approach the target at low altitude through the canyon. That's the only way we stand a chance at succeeding. If you destroy the V-2 launch control facility, you should be able to stop the weapon from being fired. The V-2 will probably be equipped with a nuclear warhead. The destruction caused by its single warhead will most likely dwarf the damage inflicted by that tactical nuclear attack before. All the Allied forces will be mobilized for this full-scale operation. It seems this war doesn't want to come to an end. We must stop the V-2 launch. Hurry!
Pilots, check your plane and prepare for refueling. 1 mile to refueling craft. 500 yards to go. 100 yards to go. Column 1, maintain your current flight path. Perfect, Column 1.
To the water on your approach to Avalon. You'll be shot down if you fly high. Get to the enemy fortress. Once you're close, increase altitude and fly over the dam.
This is PJ. If I'm with you, I know I can do it. I'll follow your lead.
You passed the first bridge.
Damn, get it for him. Calm down. Calm isn't the only team that can fight. Our guys above are taking the heat. Don't let them down.
Hurry, but keep it cool. You passed the second bridge.
My left wing's hit. Sorry. Savage 4 pulling out. Joker 1's down. 10 planes left. Joker 4 disengaged. 9 planes left. Damn, the wall.
The third bridge.
Get out, Joe. Hang in there. It won't be long until GOM Team takes out the V-2. Avalon 2 is down. 7 planes left. Joker 2 also went down. 6 planes left. Damn, Fast 2's been hit too. 5 planes left. I feel like I'm about to hurl. Enemy fighters at 6 o'clock. No use, I can't shake them. Go on ahead. 2 planes are through. Who made it through? GOM? All planes truly back above. GOM Team will handle the V-2. We're gonna stop it no matter what. I never want to see that man land again. V-2 is ready for liftoff. Beginning countdown. 7 minutes to V-2 launch.
There are 3 launch control devices positioned at the base of the dam. Destroy them all.
We will carry out the nuclear creation of destruction through the power of righteousness. Territories, peoples, authorities, all will be liberated. This is the new state, a world with no boundaries will create. Neither nations nor nationalities have meaning. We will erase these unnecessary borders. The world with no boundaries will pen a new story. The world will change.
Take out the launch control devices before barriers close up and cover their facilities.
These barriers can even withstand nuclear attacks. Show them what Avalon is all about. Avalon, this is the final destination. The battery's been hit! Fire! Almost all facilities destroyed. All main oxygen valves are now open. V2 launch phase 1 is complete. Phase 1 complete. Moving to phase 2.
SAM destroyed. Golem 1, missile evaded.
It's the Demon Lord. He's really here. Engage in aerial combat. We've got him. There's only 2 of them. 5 minutes to V2 launch.
Radar lock.
Our facilities have been damaged. I'm detaching a module section.
Approaching gun range.
I have to stop them from launching the V2. Can't let them destroy the world. Our facilities have suffered additional damage. We've lost the stabilizer and gyro systems.
The control facility barriers are halfway closed. Move it, comm team.
Don't save your ammo. Fire everything you've got.
Enemy facility destroyed.
He slipped by our attack. That must be the Demon Lord. Turbo fuel pump is running smoothly. V2 launch phase 2 is complete. Phase 2 complete. Moving on to next phase. Just relax. It's not enough to bring down this building. 3 minutes to V2 launch.
All V2 control facilities have been destroyed.
We did it! We stopped the V2 launch! The fighting is over!
We're confirming the situation. Cypher PJ, stand by.
Now the war's finally over. I got a girlfriend back at the base. I'm gonna propose to her when I get back. I even bought flowers.
Warning, unknown target approaching at high speed.
Break! Break! Ah! Dang it! So, have you found a reason to fight yet? Buddy.
me. I'll run a plane analysis and fill you in ASAP.
Those who survive a long time on the battlefield start to think they're invincible. I bet you do too, buddy.
Phase 1 analysis complete. Transmission from enemy craft detected. He's controlling the V2 launch.
Can you see any borders from here? What is borders giving us? We're going to start over from scratch. That's what V2 is for. It's not over, buddy. This is where it all starts. You know what I'm talking about, right? There's no mercy in war. People live and people die. That's all there is to it. It's time. Damn it! Confirm launch of V2. Too bad, buddy. This twisted game needs to be reset. We'll start over from zero with this V2. Trust the future to the next generation. This is AWACS. Listen up, Column 1. We've completed analysis of the enemy craft. Codename, Morgan. This plane is protected by an ECM defense system. Its only weak point is in the front air intake. You'll have to attack it head on. Go, take down Morgan. You're the only one who can stop him. Name of the Lord of the Round Table, I pray for your success. You and I are opposite sides of the same coin.
Com 1, go for his front air intake.
When we face each other, we can finally see our true selves. There may be a resemblance, but we never face the same direction.
So this is the hidden truth about the war. And this is where his trail ends as well. The impact of the 7 nuclear detonations on the world's psyche was great. Those who witnessed the carnage went on to organize a global arms reduction. Perhaps they were admonishing themselves. Furthermore, the existence of V2 was concealed. The events that occurred after the war faded from people's memories, and these men were also sealed away from history. Maybe this was one path to achieve peace. And here the curtain falls on this story. However, that does not mean their own stories came to an end.
War is something fought on the desk of politicians. As long as they win in the end, that's all that matters. But for us, it's a matter of survival. In order to survive, you need to analyze the situation in an instant. It's the same as living in a city. The rules of this little city apply just as well to that wide open sky. That guy had the same feel about him as this city.
I bailed out and landed here. The captain was gone. I've lived a comfortable life since then, and I probably have him to thank for that. They ring the bells here at dusk to honor the liberation of the capital. It signals peace, but to me, they are the sounds of death.
When a fighter plane goes down, that's the end. It disintegrates into pieces. Incinerated beyond recognition. It's a scary thought. But it also makes you feel alive. I left the military, but I still fly that sky. But, it's pretty lonely up there all by myself. I'd love to fly with him again someday.
Marcela Vasquez, the Espada team's #2 and former member of the Sapan Air Force, 9th Air and Land Division, 11th Tactical Fighter Squadron. She is thought to be a survivor of the coup d'etat squadron. She currently earns a living as a dancer.
If the Demon Lord hadn't appeared, our lives might have been different. For me, it wasn't about flying or ideals. Most of all, it was about him, my flight lead. Our mission was to escort the heavy command cruiser that was to act as transportation for the organization. And the Demon Lord appeared, as if to block our path. I will never forget his overwhelming power. One by one, my comrades were shot down, and then the mother bird we were supposed to protect. We survived after the fight. We left our organization and returned to the ground together. But he was heavily wounded. He soon passed away, leaving me behind. We were only able to spend a short time together in peace and quiet. But I don't blame anyone. The regret and suffering that remained after that battle were also what he had given me. They're among the precious few things he left behind.
Anton Kunchenko, thought to be head director of A World with No Boundaries, former member of the Belkan Air Force, 18th Air Division, 5th Tactical Fighter Squadron. In his glory days, he was a Belkan ace, and later became head of their Department of Weapons Development and Technology. But the military sent him back out on the front lines as a commander. In March of 1995, he suddenly disappeared along with his platoon and was never accounted for after that. The Belkan Air Force announced that he died in combat. Several months after that, his corpse was found close to the Belkan border. The whole story is still shrouded in mystery. Larry Funk, also known as Solo Wing Pixie. GALM Team's number 2, and member of the Ustio Air Force, 6th Air Division, 66th Air Force Unit. That's right. This man was his buddy, and his enemy.
I should have died that day, but I didn't. I dragged my wounded body and reached ground zero of the nuclear detonations. A barren, empty land. I felt an unbearable sadness when I witnessed that landscape. There were still people living there. They were the ones that saved me. It may be true that the world has no need of borders, but would getting rid of them really change anything? The world won't change for the better unless we trust people. Trust is vital in a peaceful world. But that will never happen. I'm still on the battlefield. Right now I'm near a border. I want to see for myself what borders really mean, and what their volition really is. I may not find what I'm looking for, but I still want to try. Anyway, that's what I've come to believe, and I think that's enough. Will he see this video? If you do meet him, give him a message for me. Yo, buddy. Still alive? And thanks, friend. See you again.
The Demon Lord of the Round Table. A warrior who soared through the Belkan War, inspiring both fear and admiration. His presence filled the skies for but a few short months before he disappeared. Apart from that, nothing is known about him. I was never able to find out what kind of a person he really was. But whenever they talked about him, they always had a slight smile on their faces. That, perhaps, may be my answer.